Good morning, it's the 20th of June, it's coming up for 8:30. Jeanette and I flew into Germany yesterday. We're going to the clinic today to have the second lot of treatment. I'm a bit not sure how to feel really, because I don't want to get all hyped up thinking yes, it's going to be some kind of change, but then I don't want to think the opposite either, so I'm trying to keep chilled and not think about it. I was a bit restless last night, up at about 5:30, 5 o'clock this morning, couldn't get back to sleep, so just waited and chilled out and did my blog on the computer. Be interesting to see Professor Vogel today, because there was a lot in the news yesterday about immunotherapy, with the cells being put back into the patient to kill off the cancer with melanoma, which I believe is very similar to the dendritic cell vaccine that he's going to start today. Today he's going to take a blood sample, and that will create a vaccine that will then be put back into, hopefully, kill off my cancer cells. And all I need is for those dendritic cells to be matured, because obviously at the moment they're immature and they have to be matured in the laboratory and then put back in. So fingers crossed that will all happen today. The second lot of chemoembolization is today, which I'm looking forward to as well, because last time it was very painless. Had about a week of sickness and feeling tired afterwards, which is expected, but the rest of the time I just carried on as normal and feel really well, and it hasn't affected me like I think it would have if I had the full-blown chemo treatment in the drip, which kills off all the cells. So we're going to pop down for breakfast, and then we're going to go off to the university, see Professor Vogel, and when we come back we'll do another short blog about how it all went, and hopefully have some good news. So I'll see you then. Bye bye. We've come back from me having the procedure done. When I walked into the operating theatre, Professor Vogel came in and asked how I was feeling, and Jeanette was invited in again, which was brilliant, because she absolutely loves seeing me go through the procedure, I'm sure, and she'd love the scalpel. But we went in, and Professor Vogel asked me how I was feeling, and I told him that a couple of weeks ago I did feel I had more capacity, more lung capacity, not in so many words, but basically told him I was breathing a lot better than I had been for a long time. Whether that was psychological, because I was so happy with the way he treated me and listened to me and cared about what I said, I don't know. But he did say to me, well, there has been an improvement, and he also said that it's what he'd seen on the CT scans, which then Jeanette and I were so excited. We wanted to know how big it grown, but first of all I had to go through the procedure and then rest for 5 hours, which was the longest 5 hours ever, I think. And I just feel so happy. We went back to see him after the second CT scan today, and he gave me the good news that it's 10% shrinkage on the cancer. And we're happy that Theo seems to love Germany, and I can deal with that. And I'm sure Jeanette can deal with that. And I'm hoping that Theo can deal with it. And when we come back next month, if it stays the same, it's 1%, it's 5%, I don't care. It's a result. And next time, if we come back and it hasn't grown, that is still a result as far as I'm concerned. So he's got his work cut out to grow another 10%, if that's what he wants to do. A friend of mine did compare it to something else, but I'm not going to go into that, because if this ever goes out on TV and it's before the watershed, it will be banned, so we're not going to discuss that. But safe to say, Jeanette and I are absolutely ecstatic. I've phoned so many of my brilliant friends tonight, my sister, my children, and I'm just on top of the world. I'm dancing on the moon, and I don't ever want to come down. I put this up there with having my 3 wonderful, wonderful babies. and it's been an absolutely amazing day. Thank you, Mr. Vogo. Professor, you're absolutely wonderful, and I appreciate everything you've done, and also whatever else you're going to do. It's fantastic. I'll leave it there because we're going to chill out now and do a bit more celebrating, I'm sure, and we'll do another vlog tomorrow. Bye bye.